From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is Charles H. Brown III is appointed to the role of chair of the BSHSI Board of Directors. In a memo dated November 10th, 2014, from Sister Pat Eck, CBS Chairperson of Bon Secours Ministries, to all of BSHSI, Sister Pat announced that effective January 1, 2015, Charles H. Brown III will assume the role of board chair for BSHSI. Charlie will fill the role vacated by the completion of Dr. Don Seitz' term as board chair. Charlie has been a part of our ministries for over 30 years and has held roles on the BSHSI board as well as Bon Secours Inc. and Bon Secours Ministries. Clearly, he has a long-standing commitment to Bon Secours. As BSHSI Board Chair, Charlie will serve as the lead board member for BSHSI, articulating the mission of the Sisters of Bon Secours and Bon Secours Ministries for the BSHSI Board and executive leaders. He will ensure that the mission, philosophy, and sponsorship requirements of Bon Secours Ministries are understood and are the basis for board and executive decision-making. Charlie will be responsible for leading the governance model for BSHSI and local system governments to excellence. As well, he will collaborate with Sister Pat Eck as the chair of Bon Secours Ministries and with BSHSI CEO Rich Statuto to ensure that systems and processes are in place and leaders are prepared for sponsorship and governance leadership in the future. Charlie will be collaborating with the boards and executive management to ensure that the prophetic voice of Bon Secours inspires the strategic direction of BSHSI. He will be accountable with the BSHSI Board for Catholic identity and the charism of Bon Secours. You can read about Charlie's many past accomplishments in and outside Bon Secours on Iris on the BSHSI Welcome page. Please join us in thanking Charles H. Brown III for his many years of contributions and dedication to Bon Secours and congratulate him on his new role. But let's not forget to thank Dr. Don Seitz for his leadership as the chair of Bon Secours Health System for the past 5 years. Don has developed the role of chair over the past 5 years and will assist BSHSI in orienting Charlie to his new role. That's Charles H. Brown III. We know him as Charlie, the new chair of BSHSI Board of Directors. In other news, well, before we get to the next story, just a quick reminder that November is Men's Health Awareness Month. Did you know that prostate cancer is the second most common cancer in men in the United States and that 1 in 7 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime? Men, get a prostate exam and support men's health by not shaving for the month of November. Now, in other news, as we've been reporting over the past several weeks, the BSHSI SQP will be renewed at the end of fiscal year 2015. That's August 31st, 2015. As a consequence, we here at BSN Headline News are taking a fresh look at our existing SQP to get folks thinking about what the next SQP should look like. That's because the Bon Secours Strategic Quality Plan is a 3-year plan that helps guide us into the future, and we happen to think that future is filled with hope, but not without your input. So, this week we are looking at the goal, transform our health delivery. Within that goal are 2 sub-goals: integrate wellness, medical homes, and continuum of care, and create sustainable operating margins. So, think about that goal, and when asked, be prepared to provide feedback on it. Do we really need that goal? Should we modify that goal? Should it remain as it is? Also, when you get a chance, take a look at our current SQP and ask yourself, Is there anything missing from our current SQP that should be included in our next SQP? You can find our current SQP on IRIS. Look for it in the center column of the BSHSI Welcome page near the bottom under Side Notes. Finally, Bon Secours St. Francis Health System earns Top Performer on Key Quality Measures from the Joint Commission. On November 13, 2014, Bon Secours St. Francis Health System announced that Bon Secours St. Francis Downtown was recognized as a 2013 Top Performer on Key Quality Measures by the Joint Commission. The Top Performer program recognizes hospitals for improving performance on evidence-based interventions that increase the chances of healthy outcomes for patients with certain conditions. Those conditions include heart attack, heart failure, pneumonia, surgical care, children's asthma, stroke, venous thromboembolism, and perinatal care, as well as for inpatient psychiatric services and immunizations. To be a 2013 Top Performer, hospitals had to meet 3 performance criteria based on 2013 accountable measures data, including achieving cumulative performance of 95% or above across all reported accountable measures, achieving performance of 95% or above on each and every reported accountable measure where there were at least 30 denominator cases, and having at least one core measure set that had a composite rate of 95% or above, and all applicable individual accountable measures had a performance rate of 95% or above. According to CEO Mark Nance, we understand what matters most to patients is the quality and safety of the care they receive. That is why we have made it a top priority to improve positive patient outcomes through evidence-based care processes. Please join us in congratulating Bon Secours St. Francis Downtown for this landmark achievement, the 2013 Top Performer on Key Quality Measures by the Joint Commission. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bon Secours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.